Ahoy hoy y'all, how we doing? Welcome to the ARCA Series post-race show for the final ARCA race of 2021, the ARCA West finale at Phoenix, and hoo boy, this championship battle delivered today. Let me tell you, it delivered. How we doing, MoffatCast? I see MoffatCast is already here. Make sure to say hi in the chat as you file in, and we will be ready to go. Hey, Ashton. 1 for 2 so far. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just barely got the Jesse Love one. So did I. That was a nail-biter. Oh, they took my results away. I just had the results here. And now they just updated them to change for Xfinity qualifying. Now I got to go back and find them again. But we do know, thanks, Dibslin. I figured you would like that. I do know Ty Gibbs won. I do know that much. They literally took my results away from me, though. I hope they're up on Racing Reference. Otherwise, I don't have the results. Essentially, we do have the talking points, though. So that's the most important part, right? Right? Ty Gibbs ran away with this. I believe led every lap. Oh, here we go. I do have results. They are on Racing Reference. Perfect. Since they don't want to give them to me on the timing and scoring now, so we'll just go to Racing Reference for them. That's the point, Dibslin. That is the point. Good battle between Ty Gibbs and Taylor Gray, though. I was pretty impressed that Taylor almost got Ty a couple times there on restarts. And was I the only one that really liked that 71 number? Personally, if anyone from DGR is watching this, you should keep the 71 number because I thought that was really cool. Who uses numbers in the 70 series anymore? I think that would be a good number for Taylor to go up with, is the 71. Just throwing that out there. There will be an Xfinity post-race tonight. I don't know if there'll be a Cup one or not. I'd like to do one, but we'll have to see how Sunday lines out and when exactly that race ends. I can't guarantee it, but I would like to do a Cup one as well. Good run, though, out of Taylor Gray. Almost got to Ty Gibbs. Sammy Smith, Nick Sanchez, and another good run out of J.P. Bergeron in 5th. I tell you what, J.P. Bergeron really is impressing me these last couple outings he's had for DGR. I'd really like to see what he can do if they can give him a full-time ride next year. And I was also very impressed by Jake Garcia in his debut in that 45 for DGR. No, there will not be a stream tomorrow on the personal channel. I can tell you that much. But yes, Jake Garcia, really good run there in the 6th position. He was top 5 a lot of the day, so I was very impressed by what I was seeing out of him. Not quite the speed to get up there to Ty Gibbs, Taylor Gray, Sammy Smith, but still had some really good speed in him. Raja Caruth, solid run for his first time at Phoenix. No, not his first time at Phoenix. Did he run the spring race? I don't remember if he did or not. Maybe it wasn't his first time at Phoenix. I'm not sure. I also liked him in the 66. They should think about keeping that number as well. Top 10 run for Gracie Trotter, and Cole Moore rounded out the top 10. Highest finishing championship driver in this race. Unfortunately, not enough points to get him over that threshold. You'll see most of the championship drivers were in the 11th to 20th area of the results. Jake Drew in 11th. I don't know. Daniel Dye had to pit late in the race and then came back to 12th. I'm not really sure what the deal with Daniel Dye was. What all am I missing here in the chat? Anytime you say J.P. Bergeron, it sounds like Jamie Bergeron. Okay, I don't know who Jamie Bergeron is. It's Lando Norris. Might be the worst way you can lose. Yeah, let's talk about that. Jesse Love in 14th, Trevor Huddleston 15th. Jake Drew finished 11th. They took the white flag. Jake Drew had a 1-point lead over Jesse Love. And it looked like that's the way it was going to stay. Parker Chase was catching Jake Drew, but not quick enough that I think he was going to get him there on the last lap, and ultimately didn't. Daniel Dye, though, with another lap, probably would have gotten both of them. Hey, Casey. But then you had Jesse Love and Trevor Huddleston battling for 14th. It also looked like Jesse Love was not going to catch Trevor Huddleston. So it seemed that that's the way it was going to end, and Jake Drew was going to win the championship by 1 point. Well, what seems to have happened, Trevor Huddleston and Jesse Love were right in front of Ty Gibbs. So I don't know if the flagman already had the checkered flag in his hand when they went under, or exactly what happened there, but it seems that Trevor Huddleston thought that the race was over. So he slows down significantly in 1 and 2, while Jesse Love keeps his foot in it and just drives away from Trevor, takes the spot, and that's the one spot he needed to get up into a tie with Jake Drew for the points lead. And since Jesse Love won races this season and Jake Drew did not, Jesse Love had the tiebreaker, and Jesse Love wins the championship. Very weird scenario, and I tell you what, it's gotta hurt even more for Jake Drew that his teammate is the reason that Jesse Love got that point to tie for the points lead. I tell you what, that's really got a sting in that Sunrise Ford camp. But nevertheless, back-to-back championships for Jesse Love. The first time that's happened in the West Series since Todd Gilliland. And we know what Todd Gilliland has done. Todd Gilliland has been very successful in the Truck Series. Yes, PJ did spin early. I think that was on lap 1, maybe lap 2. Spun early, actually went a lap down, and eventually got the free pass to get back on the lead lap. Only ended up in 18th, though, so not really all that competitive for the championship, given that Jesse Love, the guy that ended up winning the championship, finished 14th, and Jake Drew was in 11th. So not the best day for PJ Pedroncelli battling for the championship. But again, I think we talked about this on the Rewind show after Roseville. Who would have guessed PJ Pedroncelli would have even been in this championship battle to begin with? So the fact that he was even in the championship battle was cool in itself. And then anything else, I think, would have just been icing on the cake. What are we missing here in the chat? Sebastian Aries also slowed down. When is the 2022 West schedule coming out? I don't know. Probably the same time as the East schedule, but I don't know when that's going to be. I would assume not too much longer, though. Usually those don't come out until like December, January-ish. But given that the main ARCA schedule came out earlier than normal this year, I wouldn't be surprised to see East and West come out earlier than normal as well. How many years until Jesse Love goes full-time in trucks? Well, he's 16 now, so full-time. And when is Jesse's birthday? That is actually a good question. I don't know if he'll be full-time in 2023 or not. I don't... Oh, you know what? Yes, he will be full-time in 2023. He turns 17 on January 14th. Right? Am I doing the math right there? Yes. So he turns 17 in January. He'll turn 18 January 14th, 2023. So he can go full-time, ARCA, trucks, whatever, in 2023 if that is how his career path lines out. So yes, 2023 will be the first time he can run a full season in anything above East and West. Let's see. This race was insane. Yes, this race was very insane. Oh, man, you missed it, Ashley. It was actually a really good one. There was a lot happening in this race. All the championship. And that's the funny thing is, yes, they all ran very close together, but mostly outside of the top 10, which is interesting how far off the West cars are from the East Coast cars. And you see this practically every race that the West cars are with main ARCA cars or with ARCA East cars. It's almost always the main ARCA cars and the ARCA East cars that are ahead of the ARCA West cars. Very rarely do you see ARCA West cars competing really even for the top 5 in a race that has a large influx of East Coast cars. It's very weird how much slower the West cars are in comparison to the East Coast cars. Love is technically eligible to run truck races at tracks under 1.5 miles. That's true. Yes, he can. And that's the same with ARCA. And I think it's actually 1.25 miles is the limit. So I think he could run anything like Gateway or smaller in ARCA or in trucks at this point. So I'm going to guess he's going to run everything he can in main ARCA next year. And I don't know if he'll run everything he can in trucks or not, but I would assume he will at least make a couple truck starts next year. I don't know. I'm not sure what the plan is next year. Given that BMR is switching to Chevy, I know he's not going to be back with BMR. Outside of that, I'm not really sure what he's doing. Oh yeah, we got Xfinity qualifying coming up. We're going to have to wrap this up for those of you that want to watch Xfinity qualifying. So I think that's probably going to just about do it for this one. Make this a little shorter than most of the post-race shows. BMR is Bill McAnally Racing. That's the team that Jesse drives for in the West. So we're going to make this a little shorter than most post-race shows since we are still doing a rewind show for this race. Probably on Monday is when you'll see that release. So I can get all the stats and highlights and everything together for that. Who in NASCAR said that we want... I don't know. Apparently the fan council said it. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yes, rewind show on Monday. There will be an Xfinity post-race show tonight, so we'll see you guys back again tonight, and then hopefully a Cup rewind tomorrow. Again, I can't promise that, but might be a Cup rewind tomorrow. So 50-50 chance on that. But if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button if you haven't already, so we can help keep getting these pushed out and for people to see these and more people to join in for these post-race shows. But I think that is going to do it. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. We'll see you later tonight for the Xfinity post-race show. Peace.